Hello dear friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's lecture, we are going to start with the next important concept, that is the electron transfer concept for your redox reaction 1. In the previous lectures, you know that there are the three major concepts by which we can define the redox reaction, that is old and the classical concept, second by the electron transfer concept, and the third one is by oxidation number 1. Okay, just revision of this one. So we will start with the second concept, that is electron transfer concept. Okay. Let us start with the electron transfer concept 1. In the previous lecture, we have defined the oxidation and the reduction reaction by using electropositive element and the electronegative element 1. We know that any species which lose the electron and gains the positive charge, now that species is known as an electropositive element, while any species which accept the electron and gains the negative charge, now that species is called as an electronegative element. So in this particular process, there is a gain and the loss of electron takes place. Is it right? So this is the base of your this particular. I have taken the reference of that particular terms transfer concept based upon the loss or loss of electrons and gain of electrons. One, remember, this is very important thing. Okay, you will remember the definitions, but what is the base of this particular concept? It is depend upon the loss and the gain of electrons. One. Now let us define the oxidation, reduction, redox reaction, and here we will introduce the two new terms, that is oxidizing agent and the reducing agent 1. Let us define the oxidation reaction 1. Oxidation reaction. So here oxidation reaction is defined as a loss of one or more electrons from the substance. Now that particular reaction is known as an oxidation reaction. So oxidation, in the oxidation reaction, there is a loss of one or more electrons. One. Okay. Just remember, one or more electrons. For example, if I am going to consider the example for this one, the first example, that is zinc in solid converted to zinc plus 2 ion aqueous plus 2 electrons. So here there is a loss of electron 1, loss of electrons takes place, hence this process is a oxidation process. Now next example, if I am going to consider, that is your Fe plus 2 ion aqueous gives Fe plus 3 aqueous plus 1 electron. So here also there is a loss of 1 electron 1. Now third example that I am going to consider, that okay, sulfur ion aqueous gives sulfur in solid plus 2 electrons. Okay, that is your third example. A fourth example that I am going to consider, that is MnO4 2 minus ion aqueous gives MnO4 minus aqueous plus 1 electron. Remember, in all the example there is a loss of electron. Okay, there are the few important points by which we can easily identify the oxidation process in the reactions 1. Now remember, generally your oxidation reaction is also known as an de-electronation process. This process or this reaction is also known as an de-electronation reaction. Now what is de-electronation? That is nothing but the removal of electron, and in the definition we just use the word loss of electron. So removal of electrons are nothing but de-electronation process. Next point that you have to remember is the generally by observing these 4 different examples. Okay, here zinc have the 0 charge. Now that 0 charge converted to 2 positive charge one, okay, or plus 2 charge. So by observing this particular example, we know that there is increase in the positive charge. So whenever the oxidation process takes place, increase in positive charge. Remember student, this is very important point, increase in positive charge. Okay, whenever we are going to consider the examples of this particular type 1. Now third important point, by observing your third example, okay, here sulfur 2 minus ion converted to sulfur 0 charge. So obviously minus 2 charge converted to 0 charge. So here there is a decrease in negative charge. Okay, so this is about your oxidation reaction in terms of electron transfer concept 1. So let's find the reduction reaction 1. The reduction reaction. What about the reduction reaction 1? So as you know that reduction is exactly opposite to the oxidation 1. Here there is a loss of 1 or more electron, here there is a gain of 1 or more electrons from this substance. Now that reaction is known as an redox reaction 1. Now let us consider the examples of this one. Examples, first, that is copper plus 2 ion, aqueous plus 2 electron. Okay, it gives copper in solid. So as these 2 electrons are gained by this copper plus 2 ion, this positive charge neutralize, is it right? And hence here there is a gain of electrons. Okay, so this process is nothing but the reduction process. If I am going to consider the second example, that is your Fe plus 3 ion, aqueous plus 1 electron. Okay, so here it will convert it to Fe plus 2 ion, aqueous. So here there is again gain of 1 electron, ferric ion converted to the ferrous ion, this third. Okay, now here MnO4 aqueous 2 minus plus 2 electrons. Okay, now it will give MnO4 4 minus aqueous. Okay, so this is about the examples of your reduction reaction 1. So again there are the few important points while considering the reduction reaction 1, and that will be exactly opposite to this oxidation 1. So the first important point during this one is that generally your reduction reaction or this reduction process is also known as an electronation process. This is known as an electronation process. So as we know that de-electronation means removal of electrons, so here it will be the addition of electrons, or we can say that gain of electrons 1. Now next important point is that by observing the first example, here plus 2 charge converted to 0 charge 1. Okay, so there is decrease in decrease in positive charge. So in short, during the reduction process there is decrease in the positive charge one. Okay, by observing your third example, -2 charge converted to -4 charge. So obviously there is increase in negative charge. So during the reduction reaction there is increase in the negative charge. Okay, so this is about your oxidation process and the reduction process, and these are the basic differences between the oxidation process and the reduction process. Remember it. Okay, loss of one or more electron, gain of one or more electron. It is known as an de-electronation process. It is known as an electronation process. Now there is increase in the positive charge, here decrease in positive charge. Now decrease in negative charge, increase in the negative charge. With the next part, that is redox reaction. Okay, redox reaction. So how we can define the redox reaction by electron transfer concept? We know that redox reaction is nothing but the reaction in which there is a simultaneous oxidation and the reduction takes place. Is it right? That reaction is known as a redox reaction. But if we have to define the redox reaction in terms of electron transfer concept, how we can define? We know that oxidation is a loss of electron, reduction is a gain of electron one. So a reaction in which loss of electrons and the gain of electrons takes place simultaneously within the same reaction. Now that particular process or reaction is known as a redox reaction one. Okay, let us explain this redox reaction by taking a very simple example one. Your zinc in solid plus copper plus 2 ion aqueous gives zinc plus 2 ion aqueous plus copper in solid. Okay, so this is the example of your redox reaction. Let us find out whether it is a redox reaction or not one. Okay, now in this reaction zinc converted to zinc plus 2 ion. So obviously there will be the loss of electron takes place. Hence this will be your oxidation process. Remember, Zn plus 2 aqueous plus 2 electron. So this process is nothing but oxidation process. Now if we observe copper plus 2 ion, so obviously there will be the gain of electrons. So copper plus 2 aqueous plus it will accept 2 electrons and hence there will be the copper in the solid one. Okay, so here there is a gain of electron, hence this reaction will be your reduction reaction. Hence this will be the reduction reaction. As we know that within the same reaction, if the oxidation and the reduction process takes place, this is known as a reduction reaction one. We know that during the oxidation process there is increase in positive charge. Okay, during the reduction process, okay, there is a decrease in positive charge. So obviously this particular example is the redox reaction one. D, that is your oxidizing agent. or it is also known as an oxidant. Okay, how we can define the oxidizing agent or oxidant one? Okay, so oxidizing agent is any species which accept the electrons and cause the other species to lose the electron. Now that particular species is known as an oxidizing agent or oxidant one. So this is the definition of your oxidizing agent one: any species which accept the electrons and cause the other species to lose the electrons one. Okay, little bit confusing term. Remember, oxidation is nothing but loss of electron. What about oxidizing agent? It is accepting the electrons one. Again, let us define the reducing agent or reductant one. Now obviously this definition will be exactly opposite to your oxidizing agent. So any species means atom, ion, molecule, element. Okay, any species which donate the electrons and cause the other species to accept the electrons. Now particular species is known as a reducing agent one. So this is the definition of your oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Now again revise, reduction is nothing but the gain of electron. What about reducing agent or the reductant? There is a loss of electron or species which donate the electron, okay, and cause the other species to accept the electrons. There is a difference between the definition of your oxidizing agent and the reducing agent with your oxidation process and the reduction process one, okay, which is exactly opposite. Now let us consider the example, that is formation of NaCl, that is nothing but your sodium chloride. Okay, we know that during the formation of the NaCl, Na plus ion combined with Cl minus ion gives NaCl. Okay, so this is very simple reaction. Let us find out which of the species act as an oxidizing agent and which of the species act as an reducing agent one. Now if I consider the overall reaction, generally the sodium converted to sodium plus ion. So here there is a loss of electron takes place. So this process is known as an oxidation process. Okay, and we know that during this process, what will be the electron which is lost by the sodium ion taken by the Cl, okay, and it will converted into the Cl minus. Okay, that's it. So here you have to remember there is a formation of ionic bond between sodium and the chlorine ion. As there is gain of electron, this process will be the reduction process. Okay, this will be the reduction process. Now again revise the definition one. Oxidizing agent or oxidant is any species which accept the electrons. Okay, no doubt sodium losing its electron but chlorine accepting this electron one, okay, and causes other species to lose the electrons one. So obviously sodium losing its electron for chlorine and chlorine accepting the electrons is nothing but your oxidizing agent or oxidizing agent or nothing but oxidant one. Okay, now let us consider the reducing agent. Here species which donate the electron, here sodium ion donating its electron to the chlorine and causes the other species to accept the electron. So obviously here sodium ion will losing its electron, okay, donating its electron, hence it will be the reducing agent one. It acting as a reducing agent here. Okay, so this is about the definition of your oxidizing agent and reducing agent one. Remember, during this oxidation process, sodium acting as a reducing agent. Okay, during the reduction, chlorine acting as an oxidizing agent. So it is very simple. You have to remember this one. Okay, whenever the oxidation process takes place, okay, it will act as a reducing agent, and whenever the reduction process takes place, that species will act as an oxidizing agent one. Consider the second simple example for this one. Okay, so second example, here we know that zinc in solid plus copper plus 2 ion aqueous gives zinc plus 2 ion in aqueous plus copper in the solid. Okay, so this is very simple reaction one. Zinc in solid converted to zinc plus 2 ion aqueous. So obviously there is a positive charge, and positive charge is gained by the loss of electrons. So loss of electron is nothing but oxidation process. This is nothing but the oxidation reaction or oxidation process. Again, in the second part of this reaction, copper plus 2 ion converted to copper. That means there is a neutralization of positive charge. Neutralization of positive charge will takes place by the gain of electrons one plus 2 electrons. Okay, it will gives copper in solid. So as there is a gain of electron takes place, hence this will be the your reduction process. Okay, now I will tell you one trick, very simple. We know that whenever the oxidation takes place in any species, it will act as a reducing agent. Okay, and whenever the reduction reaction takes place in any species, it will act as an oxidizing agent, exactly opposite one. Okay, if we consider the definition will be the same. Species which accept the electron, which species is accepting the electron? Obviously copper accepting the electron, hence it will act as an oxidizing agent. But this oxidizing agent undergoes reduction reaction. So remember here copper plus 2, okay, acting as an oxidizing agent, or we can say it as an oxidant, while your zinc acting as an reducing agent or reductant one. So this is the simple trick. When the oxidation takes place, that species will act as an reducing agent. When the reduction takes place, that species will act as an oxidizing agent one. So this is about the second example of. Now let us revise this concept. So in the electron transfer concept, we know that the base of this particular concept depends upon the loss and the gain of electrons one. Then we have defined the oxidation as a loss of electron, is it right? Reduction is defined as a gain of electron one. Then we have defined reduction reaction as a loss or the gain of electron which takes place simultaneously within the same reaction. Now that reaction is called as a redox reaction one. Then we have defined the oxidizing agent and the reducing agent. We know that oxidizing agent is any species which accept the electron and cause the other species to lose its electron, while reducing agent is any species which donate the electron and cause the other species to accept the electron. So this is the overview of this particular concept one. Okay. So thanks for watching this video.